It had been a month since their serious conversation, and Emery could clearly see Michael's efforts. Every day, Michael picked him up from home, dropped him at university, and brought him back. On days when he had late meetings and couldn't make it, he made sure to call or text, sharing about his day and wishing Emery good night. Even though Emery's family had a driver and Emery himself could drive, Michael insisted on doing it. It was their only guaranteed time together, in the middle of their busy schedules. On nights when Emery stayed up late working on assignments, Michael would stay with him over a video call. Sometimes they didn't even talk. Yet the quiet presence was comforting enough. Emery had also noticed something else. Since that night, Michael had never once asked to kiss him on the lips. He kissed his forehead, hugged him, but always after asking permission. Those small but consistent gestures were slowly rebuilding Emery's trust. Still, the fear of being left again lingered quietly in his heart. It was a bright Sunday. Both had the day off and decided to spend it together. With Michael's parents and brother out of town, they planned to spend the day at his house. At 9 a.m., Emery was still asleep when a familiar voice echoed through his dream. Love, wake up. It's already 9 in the morning. I'm ready and on my way to your place." He woke up instantly, rubbing the sleep from his eyes. He rushed to the bathroom. As he brushed his teeth, the word love replayed in his mind like a broken record, making his cheeks warm. Shaking his head, he tried to focus, then quickly stepped into the shower. He was genuinely excited. The thought of spending the whole day with Michael filled him with butterflies. He felt like a teenager crushing on his first love, which Michael truly was. He dressed in black joggers, a black full-sleeve t-shirt, and a black cap. After spraying some perfume and slipping into his white sneakers, he grabbed a small bag and opened the door, only to find his twin sister standing there, hand raised mid-knock. Sammy smirked. "So it's a date, huh? That's why you woke up early. I'm guessing your crush woke you up through your dreams." Emery blushed. "It's nothing like that. I woke up on my own." "Please, on holidays, you don't wake up unless someone drags you out of bed. I'm sure Michael woke you up," she teased. Before Emery could argue, Michael's voice echoed from downstairs. "Go. Your love is here," Sammy said dramatically. Embarrassed, Emery hurried downstairs. Though Sammy smiled, concern lingered in her eyes. She still remembered how shattered her brother had been when Michael left without a word. She feared what might happen if history repeated itself. Downstairs, Michael was greeting Emery's parents. "See? Emery's here," his dad said, noticing him rushing down. "Slow down. No one is going to steal Michael from you," his mom teased. "Please, can you both stop?" Emery groaned. "Michael, let's go." "Bye, Mom." "Bye, Dad." He practically dragged Michael out of the house, ignoring the laughter behind him. Once in the car, Michael started the engine. "Good morning, he said softly. "Good morning," Emery replied, still trying to cool the heat in his cheeks. "So, ready to spend the whole day together?" Emery nodded, sliding slightly lower in his seat and turning toward the window to hide his blush. Michael chuckled and received a light punch on his shoulder in return. After nearly an hour, they reached Michael's house. It was completely empty. "No one's home. Even the maids are on leave," Michael said casually. Seeing Emery's puzzled expression, he leaned closer and whispered near his ear, "Today, no one will disturb us." Emery's face flushed instantly. "Stop teasing me," he muttered, hitting him again. "You're very feisty today." Michael laughed. They put away the groceries and had breakfast before settling on the sofa with popcorn and soda. They planned an afternoon movie and chose the latest trending one on Netflix. As the movie played, the distance between them gradually disappeared. About 30 minutes in, the main characters shared a long kiss. Both boys felt their faces heat up. Slowly, Michael let his palm brush against Emery's. A silent question. Emery responded by gently intertwining their fingers, eyes still fixed on the screen. A small smile formed on both their lips. In the next scene, the kiss between the movie's main characters deepened, turning slow and intimate. The room suddenly felt smaller, quieter, warmer. Michael slowly turned his head toward Emery. His voice was lower now, almost careful. May I kiss you? The question lingered between them. It wasn't rushed. It wasn't playful. It was vulnerable. Emery's throat felt dry. His heart was beating so loudly, he was sure Michael could hear it. He nodded, but Michael didn't move. Are you sure? He asked again, his eyes searching Emery's face. Because today, I don't want to kiss your forehead. I want your lips. There was no teasing in his tone, only honesty. Emery felt warmth crawl up his neck to his cheeks. But behind the shyness was something stronger, trust. Slowly, he nodded again. Michael lifted his hand, hesitating for just a second before gently cupping Emery's cheek. His thumb brushed softly against the skin, as if memorizing the feeling. He leaned closer, giving Emery enough time to pull away. He didn't. Their breaths mingled first, warm, uneven, trembling. Then Michael closed the distance. The kiss was not rushed. It was slow at first, almost reverent, like he was afraid Emery might disappear if he moved too fast. His lips pressed gently, testing, asking without words. Emery froze for a heartbeat, then melted. All the fear, the resentment, the longing, the month of rebuilding. It all seemed to pour into that single touch. Michael's hand slid from his cheek to the back of his neck, holding him close but not trapping him. Emery's fingers instinctively tightened around Michael's shirt, as if anchoring himself. The kiss deepened, not wild but full of apology, full of promise, full of everything they had never said. Emery could feel Michael's restraint even now. The way he kept checking, the way his movements stayed gentle despite the intensity behind them. That control made the kiss even more overwhelming. It wasn't just desire. It was relief. It was coming home. When Emery finally ran out of breath, he gave a small tap on Michael's shoulder. Michael immediately pulled back, though his forehead remained pressed against Emery's. Their breaths mingled, heavy and unsteady. For a moment, neither spoke. Michael's thumb was still resting at the side of Emery's neck, trembling slightly. I love you, Emery, he whispered. Not dramatically, not loudly, but like a truth he had carried for too long. Emery's heart clenched. This wasn't the playful confession of a crush. This wasn't a casual, I love you. This was the kind of love that had survived guilt, distance, and silence. Butterflies weren't just fluttering anymore. They were crashing wildly in his chest. His eyes stung unexpectedly. Hiding his face against Michael's shoulder, he whispered back, voice softer than ever before, I love you too, Michael. The words felt freeing. Michael let out a shaky breath, almost like he had been holding it for years. He pulled Emery closer, not urgently, but securely, as if promising without saying it that he wasn't going anywhere. This time when he kissed him again, it was steadier, certain, not just a kiss of passion, but a kiss of choice. And Emery realized something in that quiet moment. The fear of being left was still there, but for the first time, it was quieter than his love.